when completely blind, very surprised, very delighted to see Washington Black. It was really fun. Iola, I guess my first thing is for you. So we have a lot of opinionated, like strong-willed young women on television now, thankfully, right? I would say that your character here is in that tradition. How did you approach playing someone who has like that much personality in a time where maybe that wasn't the thing for young ladies to do?
Well, I think we've lost a lot of the stories from that time. Like, I think there were probably loads of women like Tana who were, you know, but it was fun. I mean, I think I'm all for being straightforward and honest, and I always find it really refreshing when people are like, "This is how I think about things." Um, but it's difficult because I think you see a Tana who, at the start of the story, is incredibly weighed down by societal expectations, and she is being expected to pass as white by her father, which is quite a is he's denying herself, so she's grappling with a lot. And I think it takes a while for her to kind of, and meeting Wash, to start to really make her own decisions about things and kind of take responsibility for what she wants the rest of her life to look like, and
Absolutely.
go along with her, like the thoughts she has about things, yeah.
She has opinions. Most of
Yeah.
them good. Most of them really, really good. I actually asked young Eddie about like the costuming. So you drove me right into that. Like I was like, I felt that kind of weight from some of the things. How was it having to perform in that heavy of an ensemble in some of the warmer climates that you guys film in?
Yeah, there's a lot, especially like the hair. I felt the kind of constriction of the hair in the earlier things, and it's all straightened and blonde and has all these intricate things and courses and everything. So it's like a whole lot. But I think in the hotter climates, it sort of lends itself to the scene and the way you breathe.
I was only really filming in the cold climates, so I actually did quite well. I enjoyed having all my layers on when we were in Nova Scotia, and he did wear a lot of layers. There's waistcoats over there. The shirts are thick. The shirts are long, and sort of yeah, big boots.
Except for a topless scene.
Except for when I'm topless, of
Yeah,
course. When
which
I'm
is a little something
topless,
to look forward to.
then I was very warm because I was very sweaty because I was throwing.
I was gonna ask you about fashion too, Edward. You are no stranger to a wonderful period look in your career. So I was wondering, he's a bit of a dandy, is he not? In this one?
Absolutely. And I think that was part of the fun of playing him. He sort of has a real sense of style. I think as the show goes on, you realize perhaps why he may be overcompensating a little bit. And he's someone who really sees wealth and status as something you should wear. And so there's a lot of sort of tight cream trousers and tall boots, and he's got, there's some very tiny waists, and I had a great time.
It's true. It's true. It looked like it as well. Can I speak about so for your character, right? For William, like he sees people a little bit differently than maybe other people might see them, and he has like that sort of unique ability to kind of like cut through to like what he thinks of what people are, maybe the way that society might not see them. Uh,
Absolutely.
go ahead.
He does, yeah. I think, and that's like a fascinating facet to him. He is someone who actually is maybe, has a slightly different background than he portrays, and that's given him this ability and desire to see a little bit deeper underneath what's going on with other people. But it doesn't mean he gets it right every time, and I think that's what's so fun about him. He is flawed. He is he's rash sometimes, and he gets it wrong. But ultimately, he's a character who I think is trying at his heart to learn.
It's true. And I guess that at its heart to like learn sort of like this balance. So William doesn't exist in the books, which is like wild. I didn't realize it till later preparing for this. I'm like, wait, what? Sure, what? Cool. For you two, how do you balance this sort of both of them have very strong will, like very strong-willed people. I was like fascinated. I'm like, huh, this is something that people don't think work, but sometimes you need the other strong person, the strong-willed person to bring out the best in the other person.
Yeah, well, I mean, what starts off as like an arrangement which Tanner has had no part in, I think
None.
goes into something a bit more, them seeing slightly more eye to eye.
Yeah.
Like, William is perhaps a little bit more strategic, but I'm also, you know, I think we find it kind of a way of.
Yeah, I think that's what makes William really start to care about Tanner, is that he actually is really challenged. And I think in that world, in those times, like, he was a wealthy white man, he wouldn't be really challenged all the time, and people standing up to him and people actually saying no to him. And I think the fact that Tanner does that to him makes him finally like break free of sort of the society he lives in, and he, in a rare moment, views her as a real human being instead of just part of his sort of game of chess that he's playing.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on Washington Black. This was really delightful. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Likewise,
Aaron.
thank you.
Thank you.